Bringing you. My name is Wayne,
And my name is Manish.
and if you like money and crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So today, what we have: Bitcoin Flash. So the Bitcoin Flash crashed to $8,000 on the Binance US. So this earlier today, Bitcoin crashed at $8,000 on Binance, the American trading platform of the world's top crypto exchange, Binance. What happened? According to the Binance US market data, Bitcoin to the US dollar trading pair on Binance US flash crash within 1 minute from 65,815 to 8,200. Now, this translates to a drop of 87% of the world's top currencies on exchange, according to cited by market data. So, popular Twitter crypto chase said, "Well done, Binance US," and sarcastically commented that it is a good thing Americans are forced on these dogs. So he was referring to a stringent regulation that forced most cryptocurrency exchanges to deploy a stringent regulation and on the trading platforms of the US customers only. American crypto traders tend to operate on less liquid cryptocurrency exchanges. I think this is a very important word, less liquid. So this is something that you need to take note as traders. Before actually choosing an exchange or before actually choosing a particular coin. So I think recently we were doing some trading on coins, and some coins can be found on KuCoin or some other exchanges. You got to check where is the volume, where is the liquidity, because I think Manish and me recently we had tried to do some arbitrage. That means we are buying and selling to make that $4 per trade, and we found that doesn't mean that even if you can find a very nice arbitrage in a different exchange to make that difference, someone else will buy it from you, so that the buyer and seller was not there, right? Remember, Manish, we had this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this trading pair is the one of the big issue. I think it's a glitch, and that's why it actually dropped to $8,000 just within a minute. So if you caught that with your robot, great for you. However, Bitcoin price is headed to the next, as some is suggesting as soon as it hits 80,000. So this was passed last Friday. Bloomberg reported Bitcoin is heading for 80,000 to 85,000, while crypto data expert said resistance is at 60,000 and provided the last buying opportunity before the coin would ever hit to new all-time high. So I think we have covered this before, that once we actually move to the 100,000, we reach to the 250,000. If it ever drops, and it will drop because all markets come down, and we are expecting the Bitcoin to drop between Jan next year to June, we'll be looking at a very low level of 50,000. Of course, in this article, it's talking about 60,000 as the new baseline. It will never ever go below 60,000. So I might be wrong. I mean, cryptocurrencies can change. It can drop 50% in a single day. So that's something to take note. And if you look at the charts of Bitcoin, I'm just going to use a 4 hours. So on the 4 hours, you can actually see the drop right here. Right now, we are actually shorting down. So the percentage drop, of course, this was is not reflected in my chart here, because that was a flash crash. It was a glitch. You can actually check some websites. They're actually showing the screen capture. But for now, Bitcoin has dropped about 9%. So far, we have dropped 9%. There's a lot of sellers coming out in the 4 hours timeline. Still, we are considered high. We are at the upper band of the Bollinger. But right now, it looks like the RSI is very low. Great time to buy. So if you are constantly buying, because we know of the price prediction of Bitcoin, we know of the limitation of Bitcoin, it is something to buy and hold. Then you should be following something where every time the RSI hits this kind of low or slightly below, that's where that would be the exact entry to buy. So this, you would have bought in Bitcoin at 61,000, and another drop would be you would have bought in at 60,000. So the 60,000 mark. So large volume of bears. At the same time, the MACD shows sellers are coming in. So you can see this as trend line and signal line coming down. So we know that Bitcoin is heading down for a while until it comes to the next baseline, which I would anticipate right now is a bit difficult, because we most likely have to take the previous reference. Let me just try to put here So we are slightly lower. If I put it here, we still have room. But this would be the best bet. We might be coming at a support level at the 60,000, and of course resistance at the 64,000. So let's see whether we can cross that mark. So um, we have RSI, money flow is coming out. This buying signal that we are using right now tells us exactly when to long, means it will actually go. So if you look at, even if I were to remove all of this, and we just use Bollinger, yeah, you can actually use this from your phone app. You would actually buy at the bottom and sell at the top. So every time it hits the bottom, of course, use the RSI indicator. You can use TradingView. It's a free app. You can just put I think they give you up to 3 indicators if you use the Bollinger. You can actually see the percentage if you do dollar cost average. Every time it hits the RSI low and it goes to overbought, you would have made 16%. So
Wow.
tell me, can you make 16% in 18 bars? So 18 bars is actually in 4 hours. Let me go to a day. Let me move to a day chart. You can see how much you would have made. So on this date, which is 20th July, it was the lowest, right? One of the lowest. You can see the RSI drop. You can also see Bitcoin drop. Let's see what if you did a dollar cost average here, and it actually hits the highest Bollinger, which is here. This would have taken you 49 days, almost close to a month, for 77%. 77%. So putting $1,000, you would get almost close to $700 in 1 month. $700. So one is about 49 days, right? One bar is 49 days, and you can keep doing this, and it goes across all almost all
All token altcoins also.
all altcoin. Let's look at Dodge. One more example. RSI, maybe this is the lowest, right? This is the lowest. This was
This is
when?
yeah.
23rd September. So look
Okay.
at this, okay? So let me just get my measuring. Let's say here, right? I bought Dodge at 19 cents and I sold it here. I would have made
23,
almost
20,
37%.
yeah, 37%.
37% for 15 days. So guys, tell me, which industry right now can give me 37% in 15 days? So this is how you do dollar cost average using the RSI and map that to the Bollinger. You can do it on your phone. I'm using a desktop called TradingView. You can get up to 3. I can even backtrack. Let me just backtrack. You want to backtrack? We can go backtrack. So I'll just take another RSI, which is here. This is the lowest. Let's see what's the price here. So I'm just going to take this measurement and go to the highest, which is oversold. This is the high. I would have sold it here, 65%. 65%. How many days is this? 23 days. So every month, 65%, put $1,000, you are getting $600. Johanan, guys, is Royal Q reliable? Okay, so here's the
Jodhanath.
strategy.
Hey, hi, Jodhanath. Yeah, we have been using this Royal Q from past 4 months or 5 months, and we found it reliable because we have made a money using this Royal Q by pairing with Binance, and now we started pairing with OP.
Yeah, so we have moved out. Singapore has actually recently banned Binance, so we have moved. Royal Q uses 2 exchanges, Binance and Huobi, and we have moved our funds to Huobi, and we are using Royal Q. And typically, just as a gauge, you can make 1 to 2% of the capital that you invest. And the reason why we are using Royal Q for the next 3 months only, is because we are in the bull market. So we have tracked this Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the mother of all. If you have not seen this chart, let me show you this chart. Let me show you this particular chart. It's an average of the last I think I have this chart. Yeah, let me just share this. So I think this was I haven't updated this, but basically if you look over the last 7 years from 2015, you can see Bitcoin generally is in a bull from October to December, except 1 or 2 of the years. So during this time, the market is going crazy. Money is pouring into Bitcoin for a period of time, and then they will do the swap from Bitcoin to Ethereum is the next coin, and then they follow the rest of the altcoin. And when that money flows in, you don't have time as a trader. Of course, you can still do your manual trading, but you don't have that time, especially when you sleep. So what we like, while we do manual trading, myself and Manish, we do our own manual trading. We also rely on the bots because when we sleep, the US markets come up, the European markets come in. We are in the Asian market, and and it actually help us trade the differences. So can we use both Binance and Huobi? No, you can't. So one
At
robot
one
for one
account,
exchange.
yes.
Yeah. So if you have a spouse, then have your spouse open up another robot and have that connected to Binance. But you only do that method is if you want to hedge between the two exchanges. That means you put maybe 10K in one exchange and 10K in case there's certain policies in your country where I'm not too sure which country you're from.
Looks like Jodhanath is from India only.
Okay. So then you have those policies on taxation and what have you. So of course, in terms of India, Manish would definitely be able to share more on the tax there and how to actually. Um,
Yeah, the text is India. Okay, so is normal only the digital goods, and you still have a way to save the taxes. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I think you can use Binance in India. Most of the people are using Binance, so I think you can go for a Binance.
yeah.
We have used
So
4 months only with Binance, and we made good money there.
yeah, it was one of the best exchanges. Actually, I hope someday I can return back to Binance. But until that time, we are using currently a lot of exchanges. I think Qcoin, Gemini, Huobi.
Our mobile phones are we have a bunch of exchange which we
Oh,
have installed it.
yeah, we spread the risk because some we don't want to put a single we are first of all in a risky industry. Let's face it, because you can't get this kind of percentage interest. You know this, that's why you are in the crypto space. But within that, there's two kinds of risk. There's government policies as well as hackers, cybercrime. If you watch some of our previous videos, we have covered on the hacks. Manish also shared the wallet and how to protect yourself from a security standpoint. So we spread the risk and between different exchanges because some are supported by the government of that particular country and some are not. Right? Some are
Yeah.
not. So that's something to take note. But like I said, and to all, and especially if you join our Telegram group, because most of the time, sometimes there's certain alerts that we get and we just share with our community because we want everyone to make money together. And yeah, we have two models. Basically, buy Bitcoin to hold 50% of your portfolio. The remaining, you put it in altcoins. Especially now in the bull market, this is the only time to do that trading. Robot does that fantastically. Bitcoin, buy at the dips, hold it because we are going to see 100,000 and above for the next 5 years. For the next 5 years, until 2025, where we'll hit that $1 million. So I know Bitcoin will hit that 1 million because gold, as a store of value, had already had 100 years of success. It was a great model, and that model was done by Satoshi, who had gold in mind. Only this time it's in the digital space. So that's I hope we have answered some of the questions, gave you some highlights, and we are looking mostly at cash flow, but we're also looking for life changing wealth. And we have I think if you watch at all our videos, we have shared pretty much what we are buying in terms of our portfolio. Yeah. So Manish, that's all I have today for my segment.
Okay, so let me move on to how to sections today. And today again, I'm going to cover about 4 type of token offering scams. So let's see what kind of scams the tokens are offering.
Awesome. So join us live daily on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and soon LinkedIn at 9 p.m. Singapore time and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like money and crypto, guys, make sure to smash the subscribe button. And also, it's TGIF, so I'm having my favorite friend, McKellen, today. So,
Wow.
so having a good time. It's been a tough week, but it's an amazing week looking at Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoins.
All right, guys. So let's talk about some scams, and you should be aware these scams because nowadays lots of tokens are coming in the market, and with their pattern, whether it's a scam or a legitimate coin. So, a way for crypto projects to raise fund, an opportunity for investors to make money by buying a new project tokens before their price rise on the market. While many tokens offers were legitimate, but many projects failed because of a simple business or economic reason. Scam involving tokens offerings are widespread from 2014 onwards as scammers took advantage of the crypto hype, a lack of awareness of how crypto worked, and human flow like a greed and fear. Token offering scams have fallen significantly after a Hobby launched its Hobby Prime tokens offering platform in 2017. This is also due to part of better public educations about how cryptocurrency work, but also because of the simplified and verified process that Hobby Prime used to evaluate the new projects before allowing them to their platform. So why we use Hobby or Binance? Means Binance definitely it's a ban here in Singapore due to some monetary regulations, which I think CC definitely will be working on it, and probably he will come much stronger here in Singapore. But in the meantime, we are looking for another promising exchange, which is Hobby, and I am looking forward to explore more trading in Hobby now. Even though the investor on the Hobby Prime platform can rest easy, many scams still happen outside of Hobby ecosystems, and a savvy investors must learn how to identify and avoid them. So here are some of the most popular scam committed as a token offering. The first one is the exit scam. Second one is airdrop scam. Number three,
Mm.
phishing scam, and the fourth one, pump and dump scam. Let's uh, go through each one of them and see what exactly those scams are. So, scam, the exit scams happen when an insider rise fund for the project and subsequently close or exit the project with a raised fund. This leaves the investors with a bag of token with no inherent value. This can either happen with a token projects or an exchange which is rising funds, like in the case of Todex, where the founder Oza disappeared with the investor fund. Guys, we have been also part of such crypto in the initial days. We tried to buy with the pancake swap, and we bought the token, and within 1 hour, it's gone up to a skyrocket, and then from there it's dropped, and the $1,000 disappeared, and it's bottomed down to $23. So imagine what kind of scams are there in the market. All right, so moving on, the next scam, airdrop scam. Airdrop refers to a free tokens given to an investor in exchange for adoption of a new platforms, purchase of a new tokens, or a locking in of the tokens. A project will usually allocate a portion of the token supply to the distributed to the investors. By doing so, it's allowed the token project owner to gather mass audience with a presence of giving a free cryptocurrency. The scam works by getting parties interested in the airdrop to submit a personal informations, private keys, or purchasing tokens to receive more airdrops. Take a note, guys. Private and personal information, private keys, or purchasing token to receive their airdrops. The interested party may get the airdrop token, but these tokens might not have value or very little value as a compared to the information that scammer has obtained. So based on this information is going to obtain it from you, they they are giving you a very little value as compared to the information you have provided to them. The Omis Go airdrop scam is one of the largest scam in the history of crypto. Omis Go, which is OMG coin, was supposed to be airdropped in September 2017, but it got postponed. Scammer took this opportunity, creating a fake Twitter handles, Telegram chat groups, fake forum, threads, and site, tracking unsuspecting users into submitting their private keys, and it was reported that more than 300 either were lost to a scammers. So be careful, guys, with these kind of airdrop scams. Number three, the phishing scam. Even today, phishing scams is one of the most investor fall for. Scammers as a legit entities or a trusted source deceive the victim into a thinking that his or her account is getting hacked, which subsequently the victim will be brought to a fake site which resembles the legit entity. The victim is then prompted to change sensitive informations like a password and a 2FA, of which the scammer can uh, access the victim account to perform the malicious transaction. So I have seen many times where a certain token, exact a replica of that token website being created, and where you will try to buy certain tokens, and you will be linked to a certain another link where they will ask your personal informations. With the help of those information, they try to hack your wallet or your exchange. So be careful with these phishing scams. There are still a lot. In the recent days, I have seen there's one message comes that which talk about uh, I am going to give you a part-time work, and very uh, very the offers are so attractive that get trapped, and no, you
Yep.
just need to write a comment, you will be getting $50. So, or you have to do a review in the website, and the website will ask for ID and passwords. So what you do is, whatever normal ID password you use it for other accounts, you try to maintain the same, and you key in all your informations, and you are giving your user account and password details to them so that they can try. And you are also giving your mobile number, email address informations, and they will also try to access your email account with the same user ID and password, so that you will have a full access for the two-factor authentication as well. So be careful, guys. There are such things is happening, and mostly in the Telegram. My God, the scammers are doing business over there.
Yep.
Be careful in us telegrams, though it's a very good channel where you can connect with the direct company, where you can ask questions, you can get lots of information about the tokens exchanges in the telegram group. But there are lots of scammers which is roaming around, and they'll start DMing you personally. And the last one is pump and dump. During a token offering or a token sale, investor exchange their cryptocurrency for the new token. The project owner or a team will share their white paper, how many tokens will be released for sales and get aside for a future development, and so on. Most projects have a soft cap and a hard cap of how much fund they will be raising it. Often whales will enter this space to buy up majority of the token, which leaves a very little for investors who truly support the project. And upon exchange listing, these whales send a signals to a various social media group indications that is token is a buy, as it undervalued and will spike in the next couple of months. Following this, the whale will dump these tokens as the price start to rise, leaving investors with the tokens with worth of lot less than what they have paid for. We have seen this uh, many tokens being arised. They have their loss of whales has planned it, their
Yep.
pumps, and they have dumped it the moment they got their money. So that's all in the how to sections. These scams, be careful and do some more research on these scams, because cryptos, yes, it's giving you lots of money earning opportunities, but there is a risk inside. That's all for today.
Thanks, Manish, for sharing that. So we had a question for guys. Do you trust Shiba Inu? So I think trust is a very let me just share some lights. I'm actually looking at Shiba Inu. right? First of all, we know it's a meme coin, okay? And if you head over to their Telegram group, I believe they have. Let me see what is the count. So you have to look at a few things, right? First of all, it's a meme coin. It is a fun coin. It is converting, as what Manish said recently in certain news that Manish has read. They are actually trying to get that into a utility coin. So I believe. Let me see if I have Shiba Inu. Actually, I left the group. Yeah, I was heavily invested in Shiba Inu. I went into Shiba Swap. So I think some of you have seen that video is actually going viral now, and we found that Shiba was on Ethereum network, and it's very expensive when you do the Shiba swap. They always try to get your Ethereum, and to actually convert that into Bone, and then from Bone you can make certain monies. Which honestly, after I did that video, I found that I for my 19 million coins became 14 million, and then I actually staked the 14 million coins to actually see what happened to the I mean, how much can I get in terms of passive income? And then what happens? I found that I need to use Ethereum again in order to collect the money. So I don't like, to be honest, I don't like the idea that I have to use Ethereum, which is highly valued, for a meme coin, to have that exchange and pay that gas fee. So I just left it there. If ever a time I become a millionaire, then I will maybe just buy the Ethereum to bring that 14 million coins back into any of the exchanges and cash out the entire money. But for now, it's something that you use Shiba because there is volume of people. So if you look at the chart here, just looking at the day chart, you can see that this is what Shiba was, and I mean the chart itself already doesn't make sense to me. Straight away on the
It's
yeah,
very funny, no? This
straight
chart looks
yeah.
very.
So trust. I mean, I will come from a data point of view rather than my feelings, because my feelings and will determine my judgment, and my judgment may be wrong because there's a lot of hype in the group. When you go there, everybody's like pump, 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 and honestly, nobody is actually pouring in money, and you can actually see it from the data. So suddenly it's just a very big dip. Okay, how many percent drop was this when it launched? You can see almost close to 100%, right, in normal life. So everybody pumped up. I don't know, I can't make any speculation. Maybe the founder or the founder's friend already put their money in. Everybody came in, they kind of pulled out. This whole coin drop for months. Shiba just went on for months. Of course, it was 11.6 billion, and then in recently only it exploded. So you can see, right, one volume here, you can see now it's considered high, mid in terms of the Bollinger. Right now they are shorting the price. The 20 days average have not crossed the 140 days. If you look at this red color thing, money is flowing out, which right now on the RSI also is still not considered low, means it's halfway there. So I don't know whether it will pump up again, because right now we are in the bull market, or whether it will actually dip down. And look at the volume, not much volume. I mean, yes, this is in a few what is it, billion, right, billions. But how many of these? I mean, 80% of the crypto space are retailers, followed by the 10% whales, 10% institution, means your banks, the countries that are coming in. But none of these institutions actually would buy Shiba, right? Dodge, on the other hand, of course, backed up by two billionaires, so they have power of influence with a certain celebrity. So slightly different. If I have to choose between two, I mean, no offense to any Shiba fans out there, I will choose Dodge. I will choose Dodge because right now it's still on the uptrend. The price target is $1. Shiba will, to get to $1, they have to change the nature of the coin. They have to have burn features. They have to put certain things in the feature that creates deflationary for the coin and increase the price action. But until that time, no. But the use cases for Doge, of course, two billionaires is one, because of the power and influence. They like that it's a fun coin. Right now, of course, we are in the engulfing, bearish engulfing, and the 20 days is kind of matching the 100 days. Money is pouring out, low volume. Of course, the MACD showing a bit, slightly tinge of bullish, but it's not big enough to show that money in, because when there is no money coming in, there's no movement. Okay, but with all these coins, when a whale comes in, you get spikes. You get to see spikes which happen. I think recently you can look at this big candle that happened here, so you can see easily few $1 million pumped in. We are looking at nearly 32% just in a single day, 32% up. And these kinds of things that happen are coupled with news actually pump the price up. And then if you go into the channel, everybody's just trying to cheer each other. So I don't like that hype kind of things, but I do trade from a technical chart point of view, but I don't stay long, right? So I like coins that has fundamentals, that companies are taking things like your mostly in your top 10 coins. They have great use cases. I think this weekend myself and Manish will be covering Polygon, because we feel Polygon Matic coin is actually something that we notice a lot of games in the NFT space are building on top of Matic, and it's undervalued compared to Solana, right, Manish?
And not only that, they have come up with one bridge which you can entire Ethereum coin you can move it to the Polygon network. So and then since that bridge is already there, their transaction fee are very cheap compared to Ethereum. Their transactions are faster, and they have so many passive income profiles also, which we are going to cover in upcoming videos. So definitely, this is something that look forward that he is going to give almost like a Solana. It's going to perform in future.
Yeah.
So
If
of
you
course,
watch
it's
some of our
not.
previous,
Yeah, of
right?
course,
If you
it's
watch
not a
some of our
financial
previous,
advice.
yeah, just mostly all education. I think if you watch our previous older videos on Solana, when Manish spoke about it, it was at $29. Today we are almost close to what, almost like a 9x, and this was just in a matter of months. So of course, the two emotions we always try to manage is greed and what's this, fear, right? The FOMO, and if you look at the two narratives of the news, it is always about that. Either they hype it up so everybody gets greedy, or they actually put fear that there's some collapse that's going to happen, some doomsday. But if you look in the last 100 years in the history of the financial markets, in the traditional markets, not so much the crypto, we always came back stronger. So every fall we came back bigger. We always broke new record highs, and that has been the history of humanity. And I feel that in the crypto space, that's what we are seeing now. If you look in the last 10 years, the same pattern that happened is only on a smaller scale. Bitcoin was like $1, then we talk about 1,000, then everybody said no way that it will be 10,000. Today we're talking about 10,000, and then now we are 60. Now we are aiming for 100, 250, half a million, $1 million, because of the limit supply, price action, and the adoption of all people coming in. And we are still very early. So if you are new to crypto, congratulations. But we are very early, because if you look at the of course, this is the fear and greed index. So we are at 75, means confidence is still there in the marketplace. Across the board, of course, there's a mixture, right, of green and bears and bulls. But we are still in the macro market. 3 months, next 3 months in the bull. We are in the bull. 13,000 over cryptos, 400 over exchanges, $2.5 trillion compared to the traditional market, 250 trillion. So if that market pops, they will go into gold, they will come into crypto, mostly in safe haven like Bitcoin, Ethereum, mostly in the top 10 coins. And then later they'll transfer those money into other mid cap, small cap, and meme coins, which we have mentioned, Shiba. And so Bitcoin still take dominance, 45%, Ethereum 18%. The last 24 hours, Bitcoin is down by 2.75, Ethereum down by 2.44. Last 7 days, of course, you can see the majority of the coins are bullish. Bitcoin 2.24, Cardano slightly dip of 0.25. Solana up by 14.54, XRP down by 0.05, Polkadot up by 3.50, and Doge still in the 10th place, 0.24. And what I notice about Doge, it never drops below 10. I always feel that either Mark Cuban or Elon Musk will just pump the coin up to get it still remain in the top 10, because it just shows what billionaires can do in a very small market cap of $2.5 trillion, right? Of course, the top three coins: Solana, Bitcoin, Shiba Inu. So you can see your Shiba Inu here, right, roughly down by 0.19. And Shiba, based on the charts here, I was just checking out the charts just now. Let me just hit back there. You can actually see that although it's pumped up now, it's still considered high. I mean, high in the sense that it's expensive because this pump that happened on just 4th of October. Is it 4th?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fourth. It's close
4th
to
of October.
4th of October.
Yeah, the highest, maybe even if you sold it here, you are looking at about 233%. Okay, 230. So you put $1, you'll be taking out $2.30, right? $1,000, $2,300. So, and that is just in less than 18 days, right? 18 days, you double your money. So you still can play, but you got to be very careful with these coins because they go up fast and they also dip fast. And you can see
I have
here,
no
money's,
interest in this coin actually.
yeah, I
Though
know
it might
interest.
it might go up and down. I know people has there are many fans also of this Shiba Inu because when it started and when it's listed in a Binance, my God, the craze was a lot. People was
A
like
lot.
outside the Binance exchange also they were buying a lot, and it grab attention like in a fraction of a month of just a
Right,
month or a week or two, and after that soon it's listed in an exchange like Binance. And
right.
throughout the Binance period, it was just resting there, and now it's just
Suddenly there's
pop.
explosion, right?
Yeah,
Because I think some speculation that they will be listed on Robinhood or Coin,
yeah.
you know.
Robinhood, and also they have a plan not only to be a they're also planning to have certain uh, use case for entire project. So
Yeah.
probably that can give some boost, but so far not attracting me.
Yeah. So we are right now mostly focused in coins that have certain success factors where they're good fundamentals, great utility in terms of the world use case, great idea, the vision, we like it. We see it's sound, and then we buy the coins very cheap early on, and they are like in 2 cents, 3 cents. And
Yeah.
slowly, as we look at the roadmap, and this roadmap typically can be a 1 year roadmap, so you got to have some patience. And those I will be covering on this weekend, that whole entire understanding of how to actually not only chart the patterns but actually segregate your money for every $1,000. Where do you put into mid cap, into maybe meme coins if you like Dodge, Shiba, percentage, and then into high risk coins where they have potential to explode. Like this is one perfect example, right? You know how many months you would have had to wait for this kind of explosion. uh I think when was this? This was sometime Shiba started to come in, or based on my chart, at 10th of May, maybe earlier on. But look at this jump that exploded is, yeah, close to 300 over percent. So you would have actually had to wait for May till October. So that's May, June, July, August, September, October, nearly 5 months. 5 months for a 300% interest. So if you measure how many coins if you have acquired for that 300%, it has a multiplying effect rather than putting that same money into Bitcoin and getting maybe a 1.5 and times 2 over a period of time. So something to take note. And yeah, so just maybe a stock to based on the stock to flow. Let me just open up the stock to flow. Is where Bitcoin is what we always look forward to because we are aiming for that 100,000. So you can see this has been tracked for many years already, for 10 years, and the Bitcoin price movement always stayed above the blue line, or on the blue line slightly a bit lower. And now if you look for the next few years, 100,000 before we move up to the millions. So if you can get one Bitcoin, if you can work towards that, doing dollar cost average as I shared, I think you'll be fine. For those who do check out some of our playlists, I think we have covered a lot of some of the fundamentals, how to actually chart the coins. Most of them is learn crypto investing. So tons of stuff here, guys. I'm also using trading platform with my Royal Q robot. So anytime I see that the particular coin out of 20 coins, I see some of the coins that dip a bit, I'll come to the trading view. I will put a particular coin, and let's say we are talking about Ethereum, and from there I will gauge what's the story with Ethereum, just to give me a rough idea if it's actually selling down. Then I will not double down, but the moment it hits the Bollinger, which is lower, and the green crosses the yellow, then what I will do on my Royal Q, I will take $1,000 and throw it inside, because I'm going to do dollar cost average, and I go to sleep because the robot will do that trading for me over time as the market rebounces, right? And go back up to hit the top of the Bollinger. So low you buy, you sell at high, low you buy, and then you sell at high, right? So that's just keeping it simple. Some of the secrets that we are sharing is what we do, and we can see the growth. So with that, that's all I have today. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you tomorrow,
Yeah,
same
thanks
time.
for joining us. And I just saw the subscribers is also increased. So hopefully you are the one who just subscribe our channel. And for subscribing it, thanks for coming and joining us, shooting your questions. And I think you can just comment. We are coming live daily, between 9 to 12 any time. I think sometime we try to maintain our time, which is 9 p.m. Singapore time. But sometime we are delayed because we also have a job to do. And, but if you join our Telegram group, you will be alerted when we are going on live.
So take care, guys. Thank you. See you.
Take care. See you tomorrow.